Good early morning to everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ken with Controlled Chaos Painting, and today something special. We're getting back to the deep space painting. I started, probably 5 days ago. It's now dry, and this is the fun part. This is what I'm really looking forward to. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the last painting, for those of you that saw it, or the one before that. However, I think it's time to get back to this one, and it's time to add some life to this painting. So let's get down to it. And if you're enjoying our videos, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button for upcoming videos. Let's get painting. Okay, today for the most part, kind of looking up to you guys right now, today for the most part, we are going to be working with white, blue, purple, the blue and purple as possibilities, yellow, red, and kind of a pinkish color, violet. And we are going to be using a completely different technique than we were before. We're actually going to be using some stencils for part of this. So I went ahead and cut these out myself. I know they're translucent, so you can't see them. Just took a small cup and a larger cup right there. Can you see that? And I reckon you can use your imagination what those are going to be used for in a deep space painting. So let's go ahead and get started here, and we're going to be using paintbrushes a bit more and a mystery weapon. Okay, with the stencil in place, I'm going to be using a technique I call dry brushing. I normally paint three-dimensional miniatures as well, which I actually have more experience doing. And yeah, I often use dry brushing technique. That's where you get the paint that you want on the brush, and then you wipe it on a paper towel or something of the sort, and you get most of the paint off, so there's just a little bit, and then you lightly go over the area and see if it's picking up enough paint. If it's not, you press a little bit harder. If it's still not, then get a little bit more paint next time. And you might go over it, quite a few layers to get the effect to come out. Again, you're just trying to lightly paint it, not real darkly, like almost suggestive. Suggestive that this area is painted. And in this particular case, on the outside, like I'm doing now, I'm going to go a bit darker and then lighter as we go inwards. So I'm getting more paint on the canvas on the outer parts, the perimeter. This is going to be like the shadow of a moon or something. Like I said, as we go inwards, we make it a little bit lighter, not as dark. Want to see the image through that too, the background image. In this case, we do. Ideally, this technique would work a little bit better with a airbrush, but it could be done by hand as well. take a peek. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take a smaller one. I think we're going to put a smaller one maybe right about, maybe there. Okay, get started on the second one. Let's see here. Right, maybe like right there. Again, around the perimeter of this one. It definitely takes a little bit of time. No doubt about that. Remember, you got to go over layer after layer after layer. Gently apply it. More pressure as needed. Okay, we got our little moons done here. Go ahead and give you a look at it. Okay. Now for the next one. I think we'll put it right about there. Right about there. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with white again. But this time we're going to use a bit more white than normal. Again, go around the perimeter. Okay, and be sure you rinse your brush out really well and then dry it off some before you switch paints or even after so much use. And now we're going to go to the pink. And do a circle of pink over the white. Switching to red. We're just going to go over so much of that design that we've just been going over with some red. Again, dry brushing, so you're taking most of the paint off of the brush first. Okay, now we're gonna go over in some yellow. And then I'll decide if I'm gonna put any blue in it or not. At first I was gonna do blue, but then changed my mind. Trying to think of what colors you would see around this particular anomaly. I was kind of voting more for these colors. The yellow, we might not take quite as much off and give it a little bit more intensity. Let me see. Better to start off light though. Okay. Coming towards you guys now. You guys seeing that yellow come through there? And we're not going to go all the way out to the end because you want to clearly be able to see the other colors anyways. Plus, I'm figuring it should be a little bit brighter towards the center. We're talking about condensing light, right? So I guess there's another clue as to what we're painting, huh? Condensing light, and then who knows exactly what happens to it after it's condensed to a certain point, or perhaps ripped apart. Blend it in a bit with the other colors by going over with the new color, in this case yellow, just very lightly over the other colors. Okay, now we're going to paint on some stars. So let's get some white. Switching to red. And for those of you that don't know, I'm sure most of you know, red represents more distant objects, more distant galaxies, stars, whatnot, as they are so far away. It might be only galaxies, but as they are so far away, you view the light in the red spectrum. And if they're closer, I believe that would be the blue. It will show up as blue. Now we'll put a few blue stars on. One more up here. And actually, how about one over here? Okay, we'll call that stage good. And now the last stage. So I don't know, people. Is it looking like space or is it looking like space? So we still have the mystery spot and we have the magic touch we're going to add to this because something's not quite right here. So we're going to fix that right now. Okay, now for the magic touch, what we're going to get, so we're going to get some white on the paintbrush here. Lightly sprinkle over the canvas. And put some heavier sprinkles in some of the areas. Right around here. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to go over in a little bit of red. So, get the majority of this off here. Okay, let's see how that is. Yeah, I'm seeing some red specks there. More. We're not going to put as much red as we did the white. Okay. Let me get cleaned up and let's have a look. Okay, everybody, it's complete. Deep space. We're going to do the big reveal and do a close-up. So thank you for joining me on this two-part painting. And yeah, quite colorful. Again, deep space. If you did enjoy this painting, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button for upcoming video.
I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight.